right, let's keep it rolling. Rolling. Why? Keep rolling. Remember that? The Undertaker's come out to that. Limp Bizkit, I believe it was. I think Ike and Tina Turner had a song like that too. But Rolly calls out Manny Pacquiao and David Benavidez, Boxer Circus. I mean, like I said, bro, don't want to fight Devin, but this nigga's broke. Keep telling y'all that. Niggas need money. So Rolly sounded desperate this week, calling out 46-year-old Pacquiao, light heavyweight champion David Benavidez for next fight. Newly crowned WA regular champ Rolly Romero said on social media he wants no other fight with Pacquiao and Benavidez. So my thing is this real quick before we dive into it. You know, he had no ambitions on fighting Jerron Ennis. Now, like Ennis may move up. I just did a video. Don't know when y'all see it. Like Ennis may move up in weight. Okay. So if Ennis moves up in weight, if Ennis moves up in weight, he'll be he gonna get promoted to the full-time championship. So if he get promoted to the full-time championship, then him and Ryan probably gonna rematch for a full title. I'll just tell y'all, boxing is one of the worst sports in the world because it has no structure. You can lose and fight for a title in your next fight, and legit lose like Gary Anton Russell. And this is why, it's becoming less and less respectable. It used to be known as a gentleman's sport. Now it's a sport of fucking whores. It's a sport of a bunch of hoes. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's the definition. That's what has become the definition of fighters. Come on. They doing stuff for the bag. That's pretty much what a hoe is. They gonna do them strange things for the bag. He said, me and Pacquiao or me and Benavidez, I don't want no other fight. Rolly said on social media, letting his followers know he want Pacquiao, he want David Benavidez. So my thing is this, so be it. I don't care no more. PBC doesn't have a cultural impact in boxing. It's a wrap. Why not go out on your shield as a true circus act? Come on. Why not? Why not go on out your shield on that one? Come on. Come on. So, him and Pacquiao, to me, it seemed logical. They saying, well, Pacquiao, this is one last ride for Pacquiao and Freddie Rowe. Pacquiao bored and or broke. So I don't see this being one last ride for Manny Pacquiao. I don't see it being one last ride for Manny Pacquiao. You get another opportunity to fight a guy, and unify with a guy like Rolly. Why wouldn't you? If you get past Barrios, and if you Barrios, why wouldn't you try to fight Rolly? He about to be the full champion. All of a sudden, why wouldn't you? So when you get it licked that easy, you might as well go ahead and do it. Ain't no one last hurrah. These dudes addicted to the sport of boxing. That's what it boiled down to. These dudes addicted. But for Rolly, he just trying to get a check. That's it. He trying to get a check. So, but, does he got enough pull to do that? I guarantee you, they put enough M's in front of his face. He'll rematch Ryan. I'll tell you that. They put enough M's in his face, he going to rematch Ryan. They going to fight for the full WBA title. Tell you that right now. I already know how this is going. But the thing about the Golden Boy got enough money, and if Turkey gonna put enough money behind it, that's the question. That's the $1 million question. But for Rolly, like I said before, you got the regular title. You parading around like you a champion. You're not a champion. Somebody keep telling these niggas they're not champions. Parading around like you a champion, when in reality, I believe you should be trying to go out there. You should be pressing boots. How T.O. pressing boots, and then guess what? Okay, if Boots don't want to, take that fight, he want to move up. Well, guess what? T.O. and Rolly for the WBA title. Why not? History there. They used to be homeboys, fell out, could be cool again. Who the fuck knows? Come on, if you bought $1, it shouldn't even matter who you gonna fight if you about $1. So you gonna sit out waiting a year to get back in the ring with Pacquiao? Good luck. So Romero ducked WBA killers. He said Rolly 29 should be focusing on defending his secondary title against one of the top contenders, such as Shock Rom. He's waiting there. I don't give a fuck about that dude. Look, he should be gunning for boots for the real title. You know, and if you got to fight Shock Rom for the belt, so be it. He probably dropped the belt. I never seen the guy fight, but guess what? Like I said, anytime they off beat or off schedule for anytime they off beat or they off the matchmaking schedule, that's just what it is. You know, when you ain't on that schedule, bro, like that, bro, you know, you ain't on it in nowhere in their plans, it's a wrap. But for Rolly, I mean, Pacquiao make perfect sense, and he should do something in between time. Come on. Real talk. So, we'll see. We'll see. So, but yeah, Rolly's a businessman. It's no different, you know. The fighter changed, but the banner don't change, and the objectives don't change. You're telling the PBC. Come on. Come on. So, but we'll see. But for Rolly, he's going to get the bag. I ain't mad at him. When they go get the bag and they don't think about the fans, you know, that's just what it is. That's just what it is. They care about the bag, but the thing about it, without the fans, it ain't no bag. Without the fans, it ain't no bag. So they better start thinking about the fans and their performance value, and they better start thinking about that shit. You better start thinking about that shit. I'm telling you that right now. They better start thinking about it. But as far as Rolly, we all know this nigga on borrowed time. So he should, I guess, wait it out to get the biggest payday he can. I just hate the way these dudes parade around and think they world champions because they got a regular belt, man. This shit just, the whole game is watered down. They didn't water down the whole game, bro. They didn't water down the whole game. And that's what's sad about it. They watered down this whole game. So who really benefiting from this? That's you got to ask yourself, who really benefiting from the sport? And it got to be the promoters. You usually, in conventional wisdom, when we talking about business, when the business does well and people spend the money and being consumers of the business, and the business does well, you know, everybody happy. But in this box shit, is different. It's different. It's like they don't want the business to go well. Why not? They want it to be shitty. And now that the networks don't have any skin, now that the networks are pulling their skin out the game, you know, the networks, like, you know, it just don't even seem like it don't even seem like it's real panic that the network's gone. It don't seem like that. They don't seem like that panic. And maybe because it's Turkey is there. Maybe because Turkey is there to support them. But what if they say we good? At some point, Turkey gonna get what he want and finesse everybody out the game. So that's my thing. What happened when he no longer, and they just don't seem like it's any type of panic. They happy with what's going on in the sport. So shout out to Rolly. And if they 100% happy about what's going on in the sport, shout out to them. Shout out to them. So I guess I'm the only one tripping. So, but hey, people are gonna look back at these videos and act like I'm some type of prophet, but if they still up, but it ain't that I'm a prophet or nothing like that. The writing was on the wall. But hey, hit the link in the description. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Appreciate the love and support. Once again, hit the link tree. You can find me everywhere. Peace.